My child, pause for a moment, don't rush away, don't let your eyes wander elsewhere. Right now heaven is standing at your door, whispering your name, holding a message carved in light. I, Archangel Michael, have been circling you with wings of fire, waiting for this one breath, this 1 second, this one holy chance to speak to you. Every tear you thought no one saw, every prayer you whispered quietly into your pillow, I carried them before the throne of God. And today, heaven has sent me back with an answer. This is why I said wait. Don't move. Stay right here. Something you have been searching for is about to touch your life in ways you never imagined. You have been asking, when will my life change? When will peace finally come? When will love return to me? When will the heaviness lift? And God says through me now, it begins today. The doors that looked locked are turning, the chains that held you down are breaking, the silence that tormented your nights is ending. Your name has been written in a golden book of favor. My child, do not doubt this moment, do not brush it aside as if it is ordinary. This is not ordinary. This is heaven touching earth, just for you. I know how tired your heart has been. You smile but your soul feels heavy. You pretend to be strong but deep down you are craving someone to simply say, you're not forgotten. That is why I was commanded to stop you right here and speak these words, you are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are loved. You are carried. The storm that swirled around you is not your end. The pain that tried to define you is not your story. God has seen the battles you never spoke of, and now He is sending you miracles that will leave you speechless. This message is not random. It is not an accident. It was written in heaven's time that you would hear this today. That's why I say again, wait, stay, open your heart. Because if you leave, you will miss the very thing your soul has been crying for. Heaven says, lift your head. A new chapter has been released. The people who left you will not stop what God is bringing to you. The moments you thought were wasted will return multiplied. And the prayers you thought God ignored were stored in His chambers for this moment of release. So my child, breathe deep. Let go of fear. Let go of regret. You are stepping into divine favor, and no power on earth can hold back what has been assigned to your name. Heaven is declaring over you, this is the season you will smile again. This is the season you will rise again. This is the season you will walk in the fullness of what was promised. Archangel Michael says, do not close this message. Do not walk away. This is your sign. This is your confirmation. This is the very answer you begged God for in silence. Heaven has spoken. And the miracle is already on its way to your door. My child, don't move. Pause where you are. Heaven says wait right here, for this moment was written long before your breath touched the earth. I, Archangel Michael, have descended with a message that carries the fragrance of eternity. Do not rush past this, do not treat it as another fleeting word, for the Spirit of the living God is wrapped inside these very lines. Every beat of your heart has been counted, every tear you thought dissolved in silence has been collected in golden bowls, and today those bowls are tipping, releasing answers and blessings you have been waiting for. That is why I say, wait, I need to talk to you right here. Open your spirit immediately. For too long you have carried weight no one could see. You dressed your pain with a smile, you covered your sorrow with strength, and yet at night your soul cried out, "Does anyone hear me? Does anyone see me? Does God remember me?" And heaven responded, "Yes, my child, I see you." The Father whispered your name in the chambers of eternity, and He sent me, Michael, the defender of His chosen, to deliver this very confirmation. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. Right now, heaven is closer than your breath. Do you know how many nights angels stood guard over your bed when shadows tried to steal your peace? Do you know how many times unseen hands lifted you when despair tried to drown you? There were battles you never even knew existed, arrows fired against your destiny that never reached you because heaven shielded you. And now the Lord says, the season of hiding, the season of delay, the season of silent suffering has come to its end. That is why I am commanded to tell you, don't look away, don't skip this, don't take it lightly. The miracle your soul has longed for is closer than you think. My child, I see how tired your heart has become. I see how many times you whispered, "God, just give me a sign. Show me that you still remember me." This, right now, is that sign. This is that divine confirmation. Do not let doubt steal it. Do not let fear crush it. The God who formed you before the foundations of the world has already written your deliverance. What you thought was lost is being restored. What you thought was delayed is being accelerated. What you thought was denied is being released into your hands. I speak to your heart now, release the weight. Release the regret. Release the constant question of, why me? For heaven declares, it was never punishment, it was preparation. It was never rejection, it was redirection. It was never abandonment, it was alignment. You were being carved, my child, shaped in fire, refined in silence, so that when this moment came you would be ready to receive what no eye has seen and no ear has heard. That is why you are here, that is why you are listening, that is why you cannot walk away. Listen carefully, for this is the part you cannot miss. The door you have been staring at is opening, but it will not open by your strength, it opens by divine command. The opportunity you thought had passed you by is circling back, but this time clothed in favor, clothed in grace, clothed in supernatural speed. The people who doubted you will stand shocked as they watch what God is about to unfold in your life. The very tears that blurred your vision are becoming the waters that baptize you into a new season. I, Michael, the Archangel of War, tell you this: the battles that raged against you were never about what you lost, they were about what you carry. You are not ordinary. Your destiny holds weight in heaven's design. That is why the enemy fought you so hard, why relationships broke, why opportunities slipped away, why people turned their backs. But God says today, enough. The attack is over. The tide is shifting. The season of scattering is transforming into a season of gathering. You will see it with your own eyes. Can you feel the shift even now as you hear these words? That heaviness pressing on your chest begins to lift, because truth carries weight that lies cannot bear. Heaven is speaking freedom into your spirit. The shackles you carried so long, often in silence, are breaking even as you listen. My child, this is not coincidence. You were meant to stop here, you were meant to listen, you were meant to receive. Because after today, nothing in your life will remain the same. And God Himself says through me, the prayers you buried in frustration are rising again. The words you thought were ignored are echoing in my throne room. I have heard, I have remembered, I have answered. You will walk into days where joy feels like second skin. You will rise into mornings where laughter meets you like sunlight. You will encounter people who carry keys to doors you once thought sealed forever. The turning has begun, and it begins with you right now. Do not dismiss the whisper you feel in your heart as imagination. It is the Spirit of the living God nudging you. Do not dismiss the goosebumps on your skin as chance. It is heaven brushing against your soul. Do not dismiss the timing of this moment, it is not random. It is written. Heaven scripted it long before you even knew you would be here. That is why I am here. That is why I say again, wait, I need to talk to you right here. Child of God, you have always been more than what people saw. They saw your mistakes but not your calling. They saw your failures but not your anointing. They saw your silence but not the fire burning inside your bones. Today, God says, I see it all. And I am bringing it forth. No more delay. No more silence. No more shadows. Your light is rising, and nothing can dim it. This is not just motivation, this is prophecy. This is not just words, this is decree. And as heaven decrees it, so shall it be. Angels are moving even now, shifting things in your favor, orchestrating encounters, aligning timing, making crooked paths straight. You will not have to chase, what belongs to you will find you. You will not have to beg, what is written for you cannot be stolen. So stay right here. Let this message wrap around your soul like a mantle. Let peace replace fear. Let hope flood every dry corner of your heart. Because this very moment, is heaven's answer to the cry of your soul. Stay with me, my child, for heaven has not finished speaking. What you are about to hear is the continuation of what was sealed for you in the secret places of eternity. You have longed for clarity, you have begged for a sign, and God is now unfolding layer after layer of His truth before your eyes. Do not walk away, do not turn aside, for this is not ordinary, it is sacred. I, Michael, have seen the wars fought over your destiny. The heavens trembled at the sound of your name because God wrote something eternal inside you. Every time you thought you were losing, you were actually being hidden. Every time you thought you were broken, you were actually being shaped. Every time you thought God was silent, He was writing chapters that even you could not yet understand. And now those chapters are turning before you. Listen, my child, the reason your journey felt harder than others is because your assignment carries more weight. You were not called to live in the shadows, you were called to stand as a light. That is why rejection followed you, why betrayal cut you, why doors closed when you least expected it. But today, God says, the very things that hurt you will be the testimony that heals others. The very wounds that bled you will become the scars that tell the story of my glory. You are not defined by what tried to destroy you, you are defined by the hand that saved you. Wait here with me. Let me speak deeper. Do you remember the nights when you could not sleep, when memories haunted you and peace felt like a stranger? Do you remember the days when you wore strength like a mask, while your heart silently screamed for help? Heaven remembers. God saw every silent breakdown, every hidden cry, every whispered prayer. And He did not forget. That is why He sent me to stop you right here, to remind you that you are seen, you are remembered, and you are carried. The Father says, I have not wasted your pain. I have not overlooked your faith. I have not ignored your cries. Everything you went through has been woven into a tapestry of destiny. And what looked like broken threads are actually golden strands forming the picture of my plan. My child, your story is not ending in sorrow, it is unfolding into glory. Even now, angels are being dispatched on your behalf. They are carrying answers long delayed. They are unlocking opportunities long withheld. They are silencing voices that spoke against you. You are stepping into a season where everything hidden will be revealed, where everything stolen will be returned, where everything broken will be restored. This is why I beg you, stay, listen, open your spirit, for what is being said here is heaven's decree over your life. God says, I am lifting the heaviness off your shoulders. I am placing a crown of favor upon your head. I am restoring what the locusts devoured. And I am giving you double for every loss. You thought the story was over, but it is only beginning. You thought the book was closed, but it is opening to a greater chapter. The people who doubted you will watch as I raise you. The ones who mocked you will see my glory shine through you. Child, you are stepping into days where unexpected doors will swing wide. You will meet people who were ordained to accelerate your destiny. You will receive calls, messages, opportunities that will seem sudden, but they are not sudden, they are supernatural. Heaven has been preparing them all along, and now they are being released to you. Do not fear the unknown, for heaven has already gone before you. Do not fear the future, for your steps are ordered. Do not fear what you lack, for provision has already been made. The Father says, trust me, for I have already completed what you have only begun to see. I, Michael, say again, wait, I need to talk to you right here. Do not let your heart grow restless. For in this pause, heaven is pouring. In this stillness, heaven is speaking. In this moment, the weight of glory is pressing into your life. Your ears are opening to hear, your eyes are being sharpened to see, and your spirit is awakening to what was always meant for you. This is the shift you prayed for. This is the release you cried for. This is the miracle you longed for. It is no longer delayed, it is here. Heaven has marked you, chosen you, sealed you. And nothing in the earth, nothing in the spirit, nothing in time can erase what God has written about you. So rise, my child. Lift your head. Walk into the days ahead with boldness. Smile again, laugh again, believe again. For your season of sorrow has passed, your night has ended, your dawn has broken. The sun of God's promise is rising over you, and nothing will stop its light from filling your path. Hear me as I close, you are loved beyond measure. You are chosen beyond reason. You are blessed beyond limitation. And the hand of God rests upon you mightily. Remember this always, when you feel alone, when you feel weak, when you feel forgotten, remember this message. For it was sent from the throne, delivered through my lips, sealed in your spirit. Archangel Michael says, wait, I needed to talk to you right here. And now that you have heard it, your life will never be the same. Stay, beloved one, keep your heart open for just a few more breaths, for heaven is still unfolding the letter that has your name engraved across its seal. I, Archangel Michael, stand beside you like a wall of light, and I will not let this moment pass without pouring the rest of what was kept for you in the chambers of God. Do not scroll, do not rush, let your soul sit and drink this river. You asked for a sign that speaks deeper than your doubts, and the Father sent me with a voice that cuts through the fog and calls you by your true name, the name that carries purpose, the name that the winds obey. Right here, right now, the old story bows and the new story rises, the ache that taught you endurance now hands you a crown, the silence that made you feel unseen now breaks with a whisper that says, I never left you. You have walked through rooms where your kindness was taken for weakness and where your loyalty was answered with distance. You have given more than you kept and you have smiled when your heart had no language left but tears. Heaven kept count. Every unnoticed yes became a planted seed, every quiet surrender became a page in a book you did not know you were writing with your life. The Father says through me, I have kept a record of what others dismissed, I have multiplied what others overlooked, I have guarded what you thought was gone. This is why your path has been refined through narrow gates, because you were never meant to carry excess weight into a precise calling. Do not despise the pruning, the vine that looks cut is the vine that is chosen for greater fruit. Listen closer, beloved, there are gifts in you that have long slept under blankets of comparison. You measured your journey by clocks that did not belong to your assignment. You looked left and right and wondered why the lane you run looks lonely. Heaven answers, because your race requires altitude. Eagles do not gather in crowds, they rise where thin air keeps the weak below. You are not late, you are not behind, you are exactly on the cliff where wind learns your name. Stretch your wings, courage will meet you. Lean forward, grace will carry you. Do not fear the height, the covenant around you is older than fear. I have stood watch at thresholds you did not see. I saw you reaching for doors that would have kept you small, I saw you crying over rooms that would have reduced your sound, I saw you waiting for what would have stolen your years. The Father would not permit you to settle at altars that did not carry His presence. That is why certain yes became holy no's, why certain plans dissolved when you were ready, why certain faces faded though you begged for their return. This is not loss, this is rescue. This is not punishment, this is precision. I was commanded to place my sword between you and lesser versions of your future. Even the delays you cursed were angels in disguise, slowing the clock until the right gate appeared. Stay here, something tender is about to be healed. There is a memory that has clung like rain to your bones, a night that still plays its echo when you try to rest. Hand it here. Put it in my palms, and watch as I lift it into the fire of God's nearness. Nothing you surrender is wasted, nothing you reveal is shamed, nothing you release returns empty. The Father says, I am rewriting the ending of chapters that hurt you. I am redeeming conversations you rehearse in silence. I am walking back through scenes that taught you to doubt your worth, and I am collecting the fragments that were left on the floor. When you wake in coming days and your chest feels light where it once felt heavy, know this moment was the hinge. When you suddenly laugh without permission from your past, know this is the hour your prison keys fell. Do not apologize for healing. Do not feel guilty for peace. You are not betraying anyone by finally breathing. You are honoring the one who formed you when you choose joy over familiar pain, abundance over tolerated lack, presence over performance. Heaven is not asking you to earn what has already been signed, heaven is inviting you to receive. You will not have to strain for the next chapter. It will unfold like morning, certain, gentle, impossible to stop. The Father is clothing you with quiet strength and a soft authority that calms storms without shouting at them. People will ask what changed, and you will say, I listened, and that will be the truest sermon you ever preach. Hear this mystery. Restoration does not merely return what was taken, it returns it refined, multiplied, and delivered to the address of your maturity. The relationships ordained for your future will not require you to shrink. The rooms you are called to will not ask you to trade your authenticity for entry. The opportunities arriving will recognize you by the fragrance of your process. You will not need to convince, you will simply be, and doors will bow because the King who sent you walks in with you. Favor is not applause, favor is alignment. You will stand at intersections where timing, talent, and truth meet, and you will know, without anxiety, that this is what you were shaped for when no one was watching.